Hot Take Express. I am in Tobar, and I have stuff to unpack. My new recruit, Ash, is here, but very importantly, the love seat that's taking up my whole back seat, or my whole back, the only place I have to sleep right now, is also back there, and I need to unload it, but I need to do some construction on this house to unload it. And hey, did you look at that? Did you see? It is May the 4th, and there is snow on the ground. Well, actually, that's not snow. That's hail. That's hail. That just literally just happened. I wasn't going to go to town today, but I'm going to now because I can't make. I It would be very difficult. Let's just put it that way for me to cook out here right now. I have a chimney and a fireplace, but it wouldn't work right now because there's too much crap in the way, and I'm like in the middle of fixing up the house so I can put the love seat in there, but I can't work in these conditions. So I'm going to go to town where I have hot water on tap, and a microwave at my ready, and I'm just gonna go hang out there and write theory and stuff. And I brought my art stuff, so I'm gonna do some more work on that. That's gonna be a big theme of this year, is doing a lot more art. But yeah, check this out. You can't even see the mountains. Oh, and that thing blew over yesterday. It had stayed up all winter just to blow over yesterday. And that thing's only job is just to shield the van from wind. That's it. You can't really, I don't really have the time to do a whole ass walkthrough, but I mean, yeah, okay, you can see the outcroppings, you can see the pequops. Everything's still here. Everything's fine. It's just the weather, man. And it's going to be raining for a while. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, just tough it out, basically. But still, I can't move that until the rain's over. And my little last window to do that just passed earlier this morning, and I was still doing carpentry. The construction that needs to be done on the house before I can move that in there is still not exactly done. So I have to do that when I come back. But yeah, I guess it's just going to be early weekend doing art, watching internet. Oh well, but yeah, I'm back in Tobar. Everything's hunky-dory. So Kent Chamberlain signing out. Hey, long time no see, internet. Haven't recorded a hot take for a while. I've been so busy. Let's just start here with the creek, because I saw a cool little flower, this guy, and I was like, I've never seen a flower like that before. My creek has succeeded to the point where I'm seeing stuff I didn't even know existed. And that's not the first time that's happened this year. So as you can see, up that way is the naturally occurring creek. Right here is the dam I sort of piled up to block it from flowing the way it normally wanted to. So now it goes this way, la-di-da-di-da. And I left as many sagebrush plants as I could in the way, so that it would be shaded. I haven't put the real dirt in past this point. This stuff is all just normal caliche, and I haven't really done anything with it.
Other than, I guess you can sort of see where some of my dirty water, like just the gray water from like, washing my hands and doing dishes and stuff, gets poured right here. I want the water to get in the creek, but I want it to like kind of filter out first, so I let it go through these. It's just all an area of like mostly just flowers. And then the first real tree, although you can see previous attempts, that's a pine that didn't make it. The first real tree, or I guess it's probably about several by now, is this chokecherry here. I say several because these are, like, I think they're all on the same root base, but like this year it just shot up a couple extra. And as you can see, that's like, okay, it was a wet spring, so there's a lot of green here, but like this here is mostly what it looked like before I came out here. And then I piled up all of this stuff, and so that there'd be a big old water sink. Oh, and there's the second chokecherry, just planted that one this year. And all of the rest of this is either sagebrush or wildflowers I planted. Oh yeah, and you can see that's the little property boundary I made up, because this is all in the alley. Technically, like here, I am on somebody else's property. I'm in the alley. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was wonderful. So I put down like a bunch of sagebrush just to see what would happen. And I got like a bunch of wildflowers coming up of their own free will. I didn't even plant them there. Let's see. That is a juniper that gave up the ghost this year. But as you can see, there's just all kinds of stuff growing in this area. And here's my surviving juniper. And it's dwarfed by all the other stuff around it. Let's see. What do we even got in here? I can't even... Okay, so this is grass from Nebraska, because like a little bit of like Nebraskan soil made it in here. And it's thriving, even though Nebraska is much wetter than this place. I don't know what this is called, but it's like a local plant, and there's a million of them around here. Local wildflower. I don't know what this is called, but yeah, I've seen it around. And then I haven't even planted anything in here. I just like laid down the good dirt, and then I put some mulch, which is in the form of weeds. Like here, this stuff is actually a weed. It will become spiky one day and annoy me, so I need to move it. But yeah, like these things grow super tall, and like the stems look kind of fleshy. Like, I don't know, like I almost wonder if that's like a relative of a rhubarb or something. Yeah, fleshy and pink. Yeah, let's see. This is something, I don't know what it is, but there's a bunch of it around. Yeah, I mean, this just looks like a lush little place of vegetation. All kinds, the species diversity here is immense. Oh, and I want to show you. Okay, so going on this other guy's property. I never met him, he or her. I don't know most of my quote-unquote neighbors. But I found something cool. If I can just find it again. Yeah, there it is. So something you can do to like find your place, the places you want to go, and like this vast sea of sagebrush is just to put like a little pile of dead sagebrush so that you can see it in the distance. This is a tree. I did not plant this tree. Somebody planted this tree. And if you look at where that property line was and where I am now very close to the other side of this guy's property line. This was like somebody's front door or front yard or something in the 30s, and this must have been like the bush they planted. It's the only one of these you see out here. So this is something probably from out east, maybe out west, who knows. But another interesting thing is then he planted, or she, whoever this was back in the day when this was a town, took one of these guys, which is local, And just it usually grows more down that way towards the neighbors. You can see the neighbors in the distance. And this guy, yeah, it doesn't like as much water. I think it likes more water. That's it, because it kind of pools down over there. But yeah, it's planted at the same place. So clearly this guy was just driving along one day and just like, hey, that's a cool tree. I should put one in my yard near my property line. So he did. So I'm not as worried about that. I could get like 1 million of those if I really cared, and they're okay. But like, it's like, imagine if a pine tree had spikes. But this thing, whatever it is, has been surviving here since the 30s. So that's cool. I want to landscape. Okay, so what else do I want to show you about Tobar? What else is new around here? Okay, this. You see this little bug? Apparently that's called a Mormon cricket. Don't let the name fool you. They're, I think, a relative of the cicada, or at least they seem to be, because every so many years they pop out of the ground and, just chirp all the time. Some people are annoyed by them. Some people think it's cool. I think it's kind of cool. They're apparently also cannibalistic, but I'm not a Mormon cricket, so that won't bother me. But there's a hole one of them popped out of, and there's a dead one. More holes. Yeah, you just look at the ground around here and you can see where they came from. I still have no idea about this guy, because like I didn't plant him. And I haven't seen anything like it. But let's see what else is new. I can show you the yard. I've done a lot of work improving the yard this year and last. And I did throw some wildflower seeds on this stuff before I left. Now, this yard is a work in progress. These holes are actually going to get filled. As you can see, I don't, like, that's the stuff I'm digging out. That's the cliche that is, like, not really good. And it's getting filled with a mix of, let's see here. Oh yeah, these are my potatoes that aren't growing. A lot of weeds growing, a lot of wildflowers growing. There is my one solitary potato plant. But yeah. And then this is mostly bovine excrement. Literal bovine excrement over here. It isn't as thoroughly mixed, but like right here it's a little better mixed. And this is my biochar. You can't smell it from the video, obviously, but you can't smell it here either, because biochar is like it's carbon, and carbon has like 4 different ways to like grab onto other molecules. So it's like actually like that biochar bucket is where I take my pisses, and you can't smell anything. And the nitrogen just locks into the biochar, and it's actually really, really good. A good way to do stuff, to like turn stuff that's like nasty into useful stuff. My car is same car it's always been. It's been having overheating issues lately, so I just do that. You can't really see, but we have like the lightest of rains right now, and it's just wonderful. I took a shower earlier. This is a big old black bucket full of water with heavy things on top of it so that it can whatchamacallit, so it doesn't blow away the lid. All right. What else is new? Okay, I haven't really repaired the damage that happened in the winter, because I'm going to build like a little battery area there. And I'm gonna like expand this, and it's going to become like a little place for me to cook. Right now my cooking is exposed to the wind. I could of course cook inside, but my chimney has seen better days and I need to fix that too. That will be fixed by the winter. It's still early days out here yet. That's where I chop my pallets to get wood to build inside the house with. It was, like I said, a very wet spring, so I had to do a lot of construction inside. But I did. The ceiling is almost half done. There's my cat. There's Sakaki. Sakaki, say hi to the internet. She doesn't know. Let's see. This technically lifts up because, yeah, right here, I haven't put the divider wall in, but there's going to be a divider wall so that you can clearly see what's bathroom and what's not bathroom. That's technically that is my toilet. And then when I want to take a shower, I do it out there if it's like really early and I don't think anyone's gonna watch, or I just lift this guy up, puts a container of water on that, and that just pours down. And like, of course, get the toilet out of there. Just sort of sits out there until I'm done. Yeah, okay, that's right. My inverter is screwed, and I can't make it do anything. Oh, wait, what? Why, it thinks it's got 12? Huh. Well, I don't know what the deal is with that. I've got another one on order. This is my television. This is my sink and storage. This is my working laptop. My other one died, so if I want to play a Civ or whatever, it's got to be on this. And this is my bed. This is new from last year. The very last night I spent in this house last year, I slept in this bed, and it was good. And I still usually sleep in this bed. I can't sleep down here. This is new. My little love seat. I built this whole area with the love seat in mind. But the funny thing is, I might actually move that there and my desk area there. When I get my real desk, that's not my real desk. That's some crap I put together with like stuff on hand. That's new. And that was just a spur of the moment thing. It's like, man, I need storage. So I made myself some storage. So yeah, and the walls are all new. They're not done, but the walls are mostly done. Yeah, that's the battery area. I want to like knock out a little bit and like so there's room for more batteries. Here, you can see what I had to deal with. Part of the reason I prioritized the construction of the ceiling was that this was a wet spring and the water was getting in. You can kind of see how the OSB sags from the weight of things on the roof. But like, you just stick a little bit of a ceiling up there and it gets a lot more regular and holds that stuff up so that like there is no sagging. And water doesn't get in. Once I started building my roof, I found that was a problem that went away. These are friendship succulents. What is a friendship succulent, you might ask? It is, well, my best friend Nate, technically my next door neighbor since he owns the adjoining property, he gave me this. It's a jade plant. And I'm going to give him this. I'm going to touch this, just like that. That's one of the local prickly pear cactuses. It's just flowered, as you can see. Real pretty flowers, but they're dry now. Yeah. So, oh, and then here's a bunch of stuff that's not growing. The bottom shelf of my bookshelf, like, it rained in there, and so, like, I've got a lot of books still drying there. I'll show you that, actually, right now. Right here. So, I put stuff that isn't books there. And I built myself another little bookshelf, and this one... So I think when I do, like, my little theory streams and stuff, I'm going to sit here, and, because, like, I made sure that looked cool. I just wanted that to look cool and be a good representation of, like, the books and concepts and theories I care about. Yeah. Alright, so I think That's all the news that's fit to print. And I will see you guys. Where is the thing? There's the thing. Yeah. I look at myself. I look at you. I look at myself. I look at you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe it'll be a theory stream. We'll see. Hot Take Express.